Well, hello there. I'm Pete LaFrance, the old Growler. Welcome to Meeting Expectations. If this is your first time here, what we do is we take a look at a can or a bottle of beer. We read the label to see what the brewer is trying to sell us. Then we crack it open to see if it meets expectations. If you enjoy this type of program, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. And you know, I'd appreciate it if you left a comment down below as to what you think of this program. Okay, for those of you who have been here before, oh yes, that's right. There are three things to our tastings. We have a three-step tasting. First off, we always use the same style of glass. That way no beer is able to have an up on whether they have clarity or aromatics. And speaking of aromatics, most tasters, what they do is they see, they sniff, and then they sip, and then they speak. What I do is I look, then I sip, then sniff, then speak. Why? Sometimes the nose can cheat. I'll let Master Sommelier Fred Dex explain it all to you. And the third step, temperature. All beers should be served at the right temperature. Ales between 50 and 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and lagers in the high 30s to at most 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Why? Lagers ferment at a lower temperature, ales ferment at a higher temperature. That way, to be able to get the best flavors and aromatics, serve it at the correct temperature. Click up there to find out the right temperature for the beer that you're serving. I always use one of these Insta-Read thermometers. This is a Thermopen. There's a link down in the description box where you can get one of your own. All right. For those of you who have been here before, you know what to expect. Here we go. Okay, today from the folks up in Brattleboro, Vermont, the fellas at Whetstone Brewing Company, the station at Whetstone. This is their Hot Ticket Vermont Pilsner. Their Hot Ticket Vermont Pilsner. All right, let's see what they tell us about it on here. They say that it is a craft beer, okay. It is crisp, clean, biscuity, and balanced. 4.5% alcohol by volume. And I shouldn't be working heavy machinery or I shouldn't be pregnant drinking this beer. I don't have to worry about either one of those. And brewed in Brattleboro, Vermont. All right, I don't see any IBUs on here. It's a pretty clean can. They don't tell you too much. 4.5% alcohol by volume, a Vermont Pilsner. All right, well, what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to a nice, clean, crisp, clear beer that's maybe straw colored, kind of gold colored, with a nice head on it. And probably a little bit, they said biscuity, kind of grainy type of a flavor, but not too much of hops either in the nose or in the flavor. It's just kind of a nicely balanced beer. All right, let's crack this open and see if it meets expectations. All right, a nice little smoke coming off the top there. Here we go. Yes, a crystal clear beer from New England. My word, I would have never expected it. Look at that, and that is a nicely knit foam head on there. It's they're falling down pretty quick though, so that probably has to do with the fact that it is a relatively low alcohol beer. And let's see, is that throwing a little bit of a chill haze, or is that? No, that's just the condensation on the glass. It's pretty humid here, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's a nice carbonation going on there. It's a beautiful color. All right, it looks the part. Let's see if it's the right temp. This is a little warm. It's around 52, so for a Pilsner, I might get a little bit more malt than normal, and I might get a little bit more aromatics than normal. First swig. Wow. Yes. You've got the biscuity, grainy, right on as far as that is. A little bit of a hop tang to it, but the carbonation really adds a little bit more of a sharpness to it, but it balances very nicely with that, again, biscuity grain flavor. First nosedive. Wow, that is it is a crisp flavor. It's a aroma. It's fresh. There are no really hoppy accents, and there's also not much grain in there. It is a refreshing type of aromatics. One more swig. It starts out nice and grainy. It finishes it finishes rather dry, but not a mouth puckering dry. A very nice, pleasant dry. It leaves just a little bit of an accent on the back of the palate. Okay, so does Whetstone Hot Ticket Vermont Pilsner meet expectations? It certainly does. I'm the old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.